All right. Good morning, everybody. We're coming to you from Joshua, chapter 2, verses 12 through 16. And it reads, Now swear to me by the Lord that you will be kind to me and my family since I have helped you. Give me some guarantee that when Jericho is conquered, you will let me live along with my father and my mother, my brothers and sisters, and all their families. We offer our own lives, as a guarantee for your safety. The men agreed. If you don't betray us, we will keep our promise and be kind to you when the Lord gives us the land. Then, since Rahab's house was built into the town wall, she let them down by a rope through the window, escaped to the hill country. She told them, "Hide there for 3 days from the men searching for you. Then you will have returned. You can go your own way." All right. Um, what I kind of take away from it, and not to get too sidetracked, but there was a story in the Bible, when Jesus told Peter, to cast out his nets, right, into the lake. They couldn't get any fish, they couldn't catch any fish, and this had been a particular time where it was hard for them to catch. And Jesus said, "Okay, go back out right at this moment and go fish," even though it was a bad time to catch fish. And what happened was, when they cast out their nets, they ended up catching an abundance of fish, right? And the point that I try to take from that story is like, where did the fish come from, right? When God sets in motion a specific plan and He wants us to be able to see something and learn something, you don't know where it's coming from. All you have to do is listen, and things show up, things appear. It's like the fish had no control over what God was doing. They just knew that they had to go swim in this direction. And when they casted out the net, they were caught, and Peter had caught an abundance of them, right? And I think it's the same thing for me. This is what I kind of got from the story, is that this lady, she was a prostitute. She knew of God and she knew of Israel, but she didn't. It wasn't like she had a massive amount of faith. And we don't really know what her motive was. We don't know if it could have been, "I scratch your back, you scratch mine," but she made a decision to say, "You know what? If I let you guys go free, when you guys conquer the land, like, just think about that right there. Like, she knew that her own town, her hometown, was going to be defeated before it even happened because of what she heard about Israel. So she said, when you guys conquer the land, just save a place for me, my family, my brother, my sister, all their family." Like, she wanted to make sure everybody was included. And again, the specific thing, we don't know what her motive was, but based on what she knew and based on the little faith that she has, she was able to make a decision to say, "I'll help you. Please help me." And we don't know how far her faith grew after that. We don't know much about, but when God sets a plan and sets a precedent of what He wants to be done, it's gonna happen regardless. He just needs somebody to fulfill His plan.
Yeah, good points. Um, yeah, along those same lines, when I was looking at this, I just looked at how even in the Old Testament, this story shows us that whoever will believe in God, whoever will exhibit faith in God, God will accept, God will include.
Yeah.
So Rahab, one woman makes one decision, and like Darnell was just saying, that one decision not only affected and saved her life, but she saved her father, she saved her mother, she saved her brothers, her sisters. That one decision to believe, God looked at that. God said, "I don't care about your history as a prostitute. I don't care that you're not Jewish. All I need to know is, do you believe?" And like Darnell said, we don't really even know how it is that she really came to believe so strongly that that the land was Israel's, but she definitely believed it. And that was enough for God to work with. God said, that's all I need to see. That's all I need to see. That's all I need to know. I don't care about your past. We can work on your past. Well, not work on your past. We can work on your future. We can work on your future. Forget your past. All I need to know is, do you believe? And because she believed, like her and her family become a part of Israel's history. And if you read it all the way forward, if you go to the book of Matthew and you look at the genealogy of Jesus, one of the names that you'll see in his genealogy is Rahab, that she was the mother of Boaz. And then
Wow.
Boaz is the mother of or not Boaz. Boaz is the father of Obed. Obed is the father of Jesse. Jesse is the father of David.
Right.
She is included in Jesus's genealogy based on
Wow.
one decision. You know, so yeah,
I was gonna say Boaz. I didn't think Boaz was a mama, but
yeah. I was talking too fast.
right.
Yeah, great points you guys brought out. And just as you were talking about the decision that she made, like this was a big decision. This was a decision that basically affected her whole country. Like this
Yeah,
decision she made to hide these spies was basically going against everybody in her country because they were going to kill everybody in the country. And she made this decision to trust these spies kind of with her future. And she didn't necessarily have a relationship with God herself. It doesn't really say that. But it says that they heard all these things. They heard about how God has kept Israel. They heard about how God is with Israel and how God brought them out of Egypt and how
Right.
God already promised this land to his people. And so this decision, like just kind of knowing that the only real experience she has is what she's heard, but she was willing to betray her whole country and everybody she may have knew, everybody she may have grew up with. She's willing to betray all of them based off of something she heard, and knowing that this land, God has promised this land to His people, and that just kind of shows like she really. Um, it was a big decision. It was really something that not lightly, but this is something that it really shows that she really believed in this God. Like I said, she didn't really know, but in order to betray everybody in your country, like that's not a decision you just make off of. Like if I said I'm gonna go over and burn down your whole neighborhood, like that's something he's not gonna do nothing. I know him, you know what I mean. But if
Right.
somebody with some credible merits behind them who says that who they've done it before, then it's like, oh, okay, let me see what I can do. You know what I mean? And
Right.
yeah, I thought that was interesting the way she like making this decision. It betrayed her whole country. What she was familiar with, where she grew up, like all of that was going to change based off of this decision.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think the one thing about it, like we're all saying, she didn't know a lot, but she knew enough. That
Right.
that's the ultimate. Like she knew enough not to sit there and go, like Richard said. Like you have to think about that. Like all these people that I know, that I don't know these men, but I know all these other people. Am I gonna sit there and like? Because she could have went to the military. Like, hey, look, there were three men. They're talking. They're gonna come in, but I not to even get sidetracked, but it's just, yeah, she just decided like I don't know a whole lot, but what I have heard, I believe, and so I think I know enough. I think I have enough information. Um, just when you guys come in, please remember me. Like, remember, I helped you. I'm on your side. So, you
It,
know,
it's almost like she believed in the promise more, in a sense, if you look at it, because she knew the promise of the land being
Right.
full.
Right.
yeah,
On the flip side, she could have like set him up, right, to have him killed, but
yeah,
she believed the promise was for his people, and she just wanted to be included and spared, within that promise. So
right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So yeah, again, we appreciate you joining us. Thanks for watching and supporting us. We'll be back next Monday if God says the same. Finishing off chapter 2, possibly. See how it breaks down. Still a lot of verses to go, but we'll see.
Right.
But yeah, we appreciate you joining us, guys. Anything else?
Yeah, read ahead. Well, I didn't mean to cut you off, Richard.
No.
Yeah, but read ahead. The stuff that's getting ready to happen is very, very interesting, and you can learn a lot. It is crazy that you can learn more. You can learn just as much, even though you know these stories and you know about how eventually they have to walk around and the specific instructions of how the walls are going to fall down and different things like that. But when you read it again, it's like, oh, I didn't know that, or you learned something new. So kind of find joy in kind of reading ahead and taking a liking and taking, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but you will find joy in trying to read ahead and learning more as you go, so that when you hear what we got from it, then it's like, oh, I kind of got that too. And then comment what you guys feel like you guys got. It's not just about us, it's about all of us getting better. So
Absolutely. Rich, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, we're gonna give him the thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right, till next Monday.
all right, y'all.